Hey, happy Spring Friday. Here I'm Marsha Grace, your Calm Creativity Connector, and I am here to take you by the virtual hand as we journey together through this chaotic world, offering tips and training to find and maintain your calm center. So one of the ways to find our calm center, and there are so many of them that I talk about every week, but one is candles. Just lighting a candle can change your whole mood, your whole attitude. So I'm going to light this. I just bought this candle the other day, and it smells divine. It's a 3-wick candle. So, ooh, ouch. All right. There's danger in this work. Okay. All right, I hope you could see that. Can you see it? Let's see. I get it closer. Maybe if I bring this down a little bit. There, right? You can see it. All right, good. So, yeah, it's smells like peaches. Really nice. A nice spring odor. So, all right. So last week, I talked about that we need to be able to shift our internal beliefs if we want to be happy and abundant, right? Because so much of that negative self-talk that we're not even aware of is what's going on. You know, I should have done this. Why didn't I go there? You know, getting upset about something somebody said, and all those kinds of thoughts. So we need to shift that because we're on ego automatic. That's the way we are in this world automatically. So it takes a conscious decision to shift the way we think in our egos to get to this calm center. So we need to examine our internal beliefs. And that means finding out who you really are, because they're deep inside of us, those beliefs, and we're not even aware of so many of them. Some of them are good. You know, I believe I'm competent and that I know how to run my business, and that, you know, whatever it is, the good things. And then there are the other thoughts that are not so good, you know, that we say, why did I do that? Or how could I have made such a stupid mistake? I shouldn't have said that, whatever. All those other not so good thoughts that are going on, which we tend to push out of our conscious awareness, you know, because they're not pleasant to think about. So we don't think about them. But we can light a candle, and when we light the candle, and we can just be present, watch the flames as they dance, and, you know, let the breeze blow them about. We can begin to center in, and that's how we make that shift. So, but first, you know, today I thought we would play a little self-discovery game. And so what I would like you to do, either you do it now if you can, if you can't, do it later, but take a piece of paper and pencil and write down, or if you have to type it, it's okay, it doesn't matter, do which way you want, but I want you to write down 7 things that you believe about yourself in your personal life and in your business life. 7 things. If you want to write more, you can, but 7 things would be good that you believe is true about you. Okay, so you're going to write down those 7 things. And then, after you do that, I want you to write down 7 more things of what you think other people think of you. So it might be some of the same things, maybe it'll be different things. Okay, so write down 7 other things. It could be the same or different, that you believe that people think about you, how other people perceive you, okay? All right, now, you can't do this now, even if you were doing this right now, which you're probably not, because we need time to do this, and we're not going to take the time to actually sit and do these things today. But if you can do this a little bit later, in a quiet moment, or tomorrow morning when you wake up and the house is still, nobody's up yet, you know, do this, because you are going to be amazed, especially if you do the last thing that I'm going to ask you to do, And this takes a little bit of an effort, I granted, but it might be incredibly eye-opening. So be prepared, okay? Because you don't know what you're gonna. I can't tell you what you will expect to happen. But the third thing that you would do is then to go and actually ask your family and friends to list the best 7 things they can think about you, or the best, I shouldn't say best, the top 7 things, because it may not be best. Maybe they think you talk too much. Who knows? I might get a few of those in my relatives. I don't know. But okay, so you want to ask them. And one of the ways you could even expand this and ask other people, business associates, other people that know you. Of course, they have to know you. If they would do this, and maybe they want to, might even say to them, maybe you want to do this anonymously. So maybe they have an email address that you wouldn't know. It's not their name or something, and they could send it to you via this anonymous email address. To be really honest, because you want to tell them to be as honest as possible. And again, if there's something about you that people find annoying, they're not going to tell you to your face, right? But anonymously, they might do it. So what the heck, if it's something that sounds like fun to do, or that you're willing to take the risk, because it's risky, right? We're entrepreneurs. We have to be risky takers. So you want to try this and just see what happens. And I'd love to hear how it goes, what kind of responses you get. So, all right, so that's my little activity for you for today. But, our ego has a tendency to fabricate and to rationalize. So when you're making your list of your 7 things that you believe about yourself, and again, be as honest as possible. I want you to be honest. I want you to really think about what I know to be true about me. And that can be tough. But I'll tell you something. If you're willing to do it, it will help you to clarify who you really are. And why is that important? Why is it important? Because when you know who you really are, then that's a baseline for then discovering what you need to do in your life. How do I proceed from here? And if I don't really know who I am, and I don't really, and I don't ever think about what effect I'm having on other people, or what am I doing that is meaningful or annoying, in the world. So these are the things that you'll discover, if you do this. So. Because, as I say, we tend to rationalize. That's our ego rationalizes. It'll say, "Oh, it's not that I talk too much. It's that I have to explain, so these people understand what, with their mistakes, right? That's what we'll say." Or, in terms of our business life, which is so important. When we say, "Oh, I don't have enough time. I can't get everything done." Well, that's coming from a real scarcity mentality. To say that. And believe me, I understand this completely because I'm still working through that idea myself. There's never enough time to get everything done. I say this all the time, and I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to make this statement that I am never going to say that again. I am never going to say, because it's not true. It's true that we can't do everything. Well, of course not. Nobody could do everything. But we could certainly learn how to prioritize our day and our, the things that we need to do, so that the important things get done. And that's part of my problem. I tend to, I'll go off and I'll, do some innocuous thing, or go scrolling through my Facebook feed or whatever it is, and get lost there for a while. And really, not to say you should never do that, but if there are other more pressing matters that need to get taken care of, then that's we're holding ourselves back by doing that, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to be able to remove the blocks that are keeping us from our best life, from our greatest success. So that's one of the things that I know I've tended to do is to make that kind of statement that says, "Oh, there's never enough time." So cancel that. Let's cancel that. And then there's the other one, which again I've been prey to. And I've let go of this one for sure. I can tell you that because I've spent a lot of money on things to help my business and my mindset and stuff like that, and all the courses and stuff that I've taken. But that's it. Very often we'll say, "Oh, I don't have the money to spend for my business, or even for gifts for people that I love." And that's so detrimental to your well-being. Because when you think of someone you love and you say, and you know that they would love this thing, let's say, whatever it is, I don't know, a book. Let's say a new book comes out on a topic that one of your close people loves. And you say, "Oh, I would love to buy this book for this person, but I don't have the money. I can't waste money like that." But just stop a minute now and think, how would they feel if you did that, if you presented this book to them and said, "Oh, I just knew you would love having this book"? Just imagine, just close your eyes and imagine for a second how they would feel and how you would feel if you did that. Because what goes around comes around, all right? What you send out there into the universe comes back, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So, don't say, "I don't have the money." And when it comes to your business especially, you need to make, what's the old saying? You have to spend money to make money, and that's the truth. You need to put money back into your business. I'm trying to remember now, all of the really top businesses, the tech businesses that we know of today, Microsoft and Steve Jobs, so all these people, they, when they were first starting to make money, they didn't go out and buy fancy things. They kept plowing it back into their business because they knew that they had to do that if they were going to grow. So this is another thing. We have to. These are thought habits that we have to excise. We have to get rid of them because they are preventing us. They are preventing us from getting ahead. So, in my opinion only, you can and you must do this. And the best way I know of that you can do this is through self-reflection. Because in your still mind, in that quiet place, you're going to find the tools that you need to remove those blocks. You'll be able to find the tool. They're in there. We have everything we need right inside of us. It's right there. But if you don't get still enough to find it, to hear it, and it's an inner hearing that comes, that happens as a result of getting still, then you won't hear it, and then you won't have that ability to. You won't find the answers. Yeah, you'll be busy looking out there, going here, talking to people, or going into denial and say, "I don't really need it," when in truth you really do. But you won't know that unless you take that time to go within. So that's why I've been working with and supporting women as they learn what I call meditative contemplation, because that's just exactly the way you get in touch with what you're thinking, and you find out what your thoughts are, and you find out what's holding you back, and you also find out what you can do to move ahead. So all of those are the benefits of meditative contemplation. So, okay, so do me a favor, and if you found this helpful, please share it with other women in business. And please try to find the time to do our little discovery game of writing down 7 things that you believe is true about yourself, good and bad, whatever, whatever comes to mind first. And then writing down 7 things you think other people think of you. Okay, that's the second part. And the last part is actually going and asking people one way or another to tell you 7 things about you that they would be willing to share. Okay, so that's our little project for this week. And as I said, if you found this helpful, please share it with other business women. And please come and join my new Facebook page for us, our entrepreneurs, small business women, which is called the Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Business Woman. And this is where we support each other, where I offer some tools, tips, tricks, and this Facebook Live will be in there, and which is every Friday, and then some other things I'll be adding very soon. And so it should be a very useful tool to put in your toolkit. So, all right, it's getting to be just the spring weather. I'm just feeling so energized and looking forward to getting outside today. And I want to tell you I'm so excited because I got 3 new chickens. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Instagram page. I have pictures of my 3 chickens that my neighbor gave me, and they're just so beautiful. I mean, they are beautiful. And I just love chickens. I mean, I went down this morning and there's another egg. Wow, my own food production I've got going on in my backyard. So that really excites me. As well as the antics that chickens, I can't wait to let them out. I haven't let them out yet. But I can't wait to let them out and see them running around the backyard. So go to my Instagram page under Calm Creativity Connector, and you will find the pictures of the girls. I call them my girls. All right, well, listen, have a beautiful rest of the day and a beautiful weekend. I hope things are starting to open up a little bit more each week, and we're getting our vaccines, I hope. I'm going for my shot this coming week. So I'm excited about that because that really just changes everything. Suddenly you don't feel this sense of, not wanting to venture too far. We'll be able to enjoy the nice weather and get out a little bit more. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And remember, everything begins with a thought. So keep your thoughts light and